Good evening. Day 17. Put yourself into a better place. I'm Robert Gibbons. Happy birthday to my dear friend Keisha Gaye Anderson. I'd like to give honor to my mother, Dorothy, my father, Robert. My grandmother is Versi, Maddie. My grandfathers, Sammy and Jethro Ashe. Again, I say happy birthday to my dear friend Keisha Gaye Anderson. It is a pleasure to honor your birthday today by reading from your book. Keisha's book is called Gathering of Waters by Keisha Gaye Anderson. I'm going to read one poem from Keisha's book in honor of her birthday. Stones. We tumbled into this life, knowing how to become stones. Us starlight gatekeepers who push the world through our wounds in the onyx dawn of chaos. Only to stumble in the night over discarded petticoats, suckle babies not our own, warm the bodies of creatures, thinking themselves men, fan flies away from fish for a twopence worth of hope, muzzle identity and culture's melody to clean toilets in the land of plenty. Squeeze curves into less magnificent molds to keep the sun out of their eyes, and bend smiles into white flags to dodge hatchets in the corporate gauntlets. Yes, Mama knows how to become like granite, take the lick, become inert in order to remain, just remain on this earth. But don't judge me for being rough, my children, because inside this tamarind heart is a burning volcano, ready to erupt for you, rain black earth onto concrete, so you can take root and grow yourself into a new rainbow. See through all of our eyes and recognize the constellation of your existence, formed from the primordial dust of those who resisted, shape thoughts that forged a new world from our burning hearts, destroy the illusion, custom fit for our vision, imitations of life clawing at the risen. Stand on the foundation of my soul, my children, and make me molten once more so I can explode into new worlds, paint colors your eyes can't see. Set the captive free. Set the captive free. And the title of this poem is called Stones from Gathering of the Waters by my dear friend Keisha Gaye Anderson. Happy birthday, Keisha. Thank you for blessing us. The next poem is from the book Hazmat, Poems by J.D. McClatchy. And I'm going to read the poem Glenham. So this is a city of love. I lean on a rail above its ruined streets and square, still wondering how to care for a studiously unbuilt site, now walled and roofed with light. A glider's wing overhead eclipsed the Nike treads on a path once freshly swept where traders and merchants kept a guarded company. As far as the eye can see, the pampered gods have blessed the temples, the gates, the harvests, the bath and sacred spring, cisterns, beacon, bowstrings. Each man remembered his visit to the capital's exquisite libraries or whores. The women gossiped more about the one-legged crow found in a portico of the forum, an omen that sluggish priest against insisted required prayer. A son's corpse elsewhere was wrapped in a linen shroud, a distant thundercloud mimic a slumbering pine, that tendril of grapes entwined. Someone kicked a dog. The orator's catalog prompted worried nods over issues soon forgot. A cock turned on a spit. A slave felt homesick. The underclass of scribes was saved from envy by pride. The always invisible legions fought what it would become. We call it ordinary. Life, banal, worry, able to withdraw from chaos of the law, intent on the body's tide and the mysteries disguised. At the bedside or the hearth where all things come apart, there must have been a point while stone to stone was joined, all expectation and sweat, the cautious haste of the outset, when the city being built in its chalky thrust and tilt resembled just for a day what's now a labeled display, the relics of the past, a history recast as remarkable rubble, broken column, muddled inscription back when only half up, half done, now only the ruins are left. A wall, some bricks suggest a doorway into nothing. Last year's scaffolding, by design, the eye is drawn to something undergone. A single carving remains, the plunder never claimed, and no memories of guilt can wear upon or thrill this scarred relief of a man and woman when love will stand, their face worn away, their heartache underplayed, just turning as if to find something to put behind them, an emptiness of uncarved rock, an excess of sharp, corrosive doubt. And the title of this poem is called Glenham from Hazmat by J.D. McClatchy. Thank you, J.D., for blessing us. The next poem is from another dear friend, Building Voices, Resurrecting Voices for the New World. My dear friend, Gaye Frazier. And the title of Gaye's book is Goddess Under the Bridge. And I'm going to read from Gaye's poem, Guarantee. Guarantee by Gaye Frazier. Life has no guarantees, you told me. But today, I'm in need of a down payment for guarantee. That is, summer comes, and you are ripe in this season like a crisp pear or juicy mango. You are not exotic. I have seen your kind before, cool to the core, exciting to touch, mesmerizing to watch. I want to grasp the meaning of you, but it is hard to study a book that never talks. I need the metaphor, the imagery, and words that signify to play this game. I will not be your good luck charm. I have given too much away with no guarantee ever in sight. And the title of this poem is called Guarantee, from my dear friend, Gaye Frazier, Goddess Under the Bridge. Thank you, Gaye, for blessing us. The next book is from another dear friend, Jacqueline Jones LaMon, Last Scene. And I'm going to read from Jacqueline's book, How Will You Begin? How Will You Begin by Jacqueline Jones LaMon. After they find their bodies on the shoulder of Route 80, all you can dream about is the yellow tarp wrapped around their bloodless bodies, the rumors, the sirens, the strobes. And these were your neighbors, Carol, the designer who draped and wrote poems, who favored gold, brocade, and plush velvet, who exchanged her first coat for your last $5, because an artist never truly gives her work away. And Howard, her husband, the painter, 20 years her senior, and that many inches taller, who waved at you each morning and asked what you wanted to learn from his life. And if they are not here and the blood is not there, what do you do when the coat no longer fits and it's not in your new hall closet? You sing into the streets from the window you left open. You sing until the people gather, pausing in front of that infamous apartment, looking all around themselves to wonder who and what they hear. And this wonderful poem is entitled How Will You Begin, from a dear friend, Jacqueline Jones LaMon, and the title of her book is Last Scene. Thank you, Jacqueline, for blessing us. And I thought I would end this session with a wonderful classic reading of Gwendolyn Brooks. And so I pulled the selected works of Gwendolyn Brooks for you tonight, and I want to read one poem from her selected works entitled A Lovely Love by Gwendolyn Brooks. Thank you so much for allowing me to be in your virtual company. And I will conclude with Gwendolyn Brooks' poem, A Lovely Love. Let it be alleys. Let it be a hall whose janitor javelins epithet and thought to cheapen hyacinths, darkness that we sought, and played we found rot make the petals fall. Let it be stairways and a splintery box where you have thrown me, scraped me with your kiss, have honed me, have released me after this cavern kindness, smiled away our shocks. That is the birthright of our lovely love, in swaddling clothes, not like the other one, not lit by any fondling star above, not found by any wise man either. Run! People are coming. They must not catch us here, deficientless in this strict atmosphere. The title of this poem is called A Lovely Love, from the selected works of Gwendolyn Brooks. I thank you so much. If you're interested in what I'm doing, please touch the subscription button at the bottom. I'd just like to recap over the wonderful titles I read tonight. Again, happy birthday to my dear friend Keisha Gaye Anderson from her book, Gathering the Waters by Keisha Gaye Anderson. Please check out her book. The next title was Hazmat by J.D. McClatchy. Please check out J.D.'s book. The next book was from my dear friend Goddess Under the Bridge, Poems by Frazier. Please check out Dwaya's book. The next book was Last Seen by another good, wonderful friend, Jacqueline Jones LaMon. Please check out Jacqueline's book. And finally, the selected poems by none other than Gwendolyn Brooks. Thank you so much. And to all my friends and all my family, comrades, patrons, artists, poets, writers around the world, we offer sincere condolences for your loss. And we also ask you to put yourself into a better place. It is day 17, and I'm Robert Gibbons, and it's a pleasure again to be in your virtual company.